Delmade here. One of the questions we often get asked is, should I put oil or some sort of rust inhibitor into my roller drum when I'm filling it with ballast? The short answer is no, you don't need to. There's a few downsides with putting oil into the drum. One, if you've filled it with oil and you're out in the middle of the paddock and you get bogged or stuck and need to drain the ballast out of the cylinder, what do you do with that oil? You can't just let it go in the middle of your paddock for all sorts of obvious reasons. You need to pump it out. Whereas if you just use water, you can simply drop it out in the middle of the paddock, get your machine unbogged and keep moving. Another thing to think about is just the sheer volume of oil that it takes to fill one of these drums. This whole roller here is 42 inches diameter and around 3.6 metres long. So as you can imagine, the amount of liquid that holds is quite substantial. So it's one thing to get hold of the oil, and it's another thing to get rid of the oil once you're finished with it. Because in reality, you may not always want your roller filled with ballast. Rust inhibitors are much the same thing. It's not really about what it can do in the drum, it's more about how you're going to get rid of it when you don't need it. The other thing is, with a Delmade roller, the cylinder and the ends are of such great thickness that it's never going to rust out anyway. One, because most of it's underwater inside the drum, so it can't get the air to it to rust. The other reason being, due to the thickness, it would take many years for this to show any significant amount of rust. We've seen rollers in here that are going on 30 years old and been filled with water their whole life. When we look inside them, the drum is still as neat as and in perfect condition. There's no way it's ever going to leak. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe.